on track. The makers going crazy, rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The makers going crazy, rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back.
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We
What you want?
Yeah.
Knicks.
Yeah. Season 2. Episode. Talking about, yeah, this is the convo before the new season. The season is upon us, starting tomorrow. But today, we're going to talk a little bit about Mr. IQ. Welcome back to the Organic Fanatic. We appreciate you for checking in. Thank you for the live gang, replay gang. Like, subscribe, comment. That's what we're all about. I am one of the hosts here, Ruel Castle King. Back with the local fanatics right here. Talk to them, new Knicks, my brother.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back home.
Could have been anybody, anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. I mean? And we're ready to do it. Season 2, episode 5.
6.
And the episode 6. Oh, so you switched it up on me. All right, episode 6. It's called Basketball. Basketball.
Okay. We're talking about the bag. We're going to talk a little more in depth with that about the basketball. New Knicks always coming up with some slogans here.
Hey, shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to Two Shots, my cousin Mig, Mike the specialist in the background, and my blood, Ruel. Bang, gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Next up to bat, my primo hermano, as how we say it in DR, Latinos, Caribbean. Shetty Mig, talk to him, sir.
What's up, Primito? What's going on, cousins? What's going on, Mikey? What's going on, sports fan Pronto, and all our Knicks fans out there, and basketball fans? We got some games tonight. We got a game tomorrow against Boston. Let's talk some Knicks.
Talk some Knicks, eh? And
Let's talk some Knicks, eh?
Hey, you sounded like a Mexican, bro. You got to start eating some more plantain.
We represent little quick, eh?
That's right. This is for La Raza, homie.
Representing little quick. You gotta be little quick with it, eh?
You gotta be quick with it, man.
2-1, home. 2-1.
We steady dumbing out here as always. But back with my brother, Two Shots Pronto. Make it quick. Speaking of quick, Pronto is quick. Talk to him, Mr. Two Shot Quick.
What's up? What's up to the panel? What's up to the chat, to replay gang? Let's get the likes up. Let's get the shares up. Let's get this popping. You already know I'm excited and I'm ready. I'm ready. Batos locos forever, man.
You always say. Hey, representing all nations out here. We are multicultural. We loving everybody here. But mostly, we love the Knickerbockers. Whatever nation you are, as long as you Knick Nation. That's what we doing out here. You heard? Knicks Nation, and today we talking, as the new Knicks coined it, basketball. We talking bags of Mr. IQ, Immanuel quickly, and the man we love ourselves. We love him. He's our draft pick. He's homegrown to us. We talking a little bit. So he had recently. There was no contract extension. We've been talking, and how long, guys? All summer. Everybody's been wondering. Will Immanuel quickly sign? Will he get the bag? We had a couple of pods here talking about is he worth 60? Is he worth 80? Is he worth 100? Is he worth 200 million? So we was talking all of that. And now we got our answers. Sunday, 6 p.m. was the deadline for the New York Knickerbockers to sign Immanuel quickly. And myself and others here believe that New York Knicks did their due diligence, provided him an offer. Leon Rose, as we all know, and the New York front office is a little bit frugal. We're a little bit tight. I mean, I'm not loco. We're a little bit of tight on the wallet right there. We literally count our coins. So we think they made him an offer, and he politely declined. He said, "Yo, I'm betting all in on me. Y'all don't want to give me that paper. I'm gonna show you what my value is." What do you guys think? Your initial thoughts on the contract? What is your thoughts on there?
Go ahead, anybody.
First,
I mean the consensus the consensus of the fan base. I mean, everybody's a little uptight, thinking that the Knicks were gonna secure and quickly and keep him home. And thinking that he was gonna take the 20 mil. I mean, and
let me ask you this.
Realistically,
I mean to cut you off. Let me ask you guys this first.
Go ahead.
Do you think the Knicks made an offer, and what do you guys think that offer was to Quick? How about that?
No, of course, no. Listen, there's no way we're gonna sit here on this panel and think that the Knicks didn't make Quickly offer. That's not even.
Okay. What do you think the offer
something
was?
to vocalize? They probably told him, look, take 80. Yeah, I mean, we can't give you the 100 102 because now we putting you with Jalen Brunson, we're putting you with Randall, we're putting you with RJ, and you not that coming off. I mean, he is that, but he's coming off the bench. And realistically, there's no bench players making 100+ million. You feel what I'm saying? So that wasn't gonna happen, especially with Leon and these guys. So, I mean, yeah, shit. I'm upset. We couldn't secure it, but then again, I know how the front office is. They're not gonna look. The convo we had yesterday, last night. RJ took a sacrifice pay cut. JB took a sacrificial pay cut. Randall took a sacrificial pay cut for the betterment of the team. So if you really wanted to be a Knick, and you could have did the same thing, but like Gilbert Arenas said, and he's too young. He's gonna need every penny of his bag that he deserves. We all know he does deserve the bag.
Okay, all right, I could agree with that. Machete, what are some of your thoughts on what you think initially with the IQ situation?
I was gonna let two shots Pronto go.
Okay, 2 shots. What you got on that? What are some of your opinions on the IQ, the trade, the offer, the declining? What are your thoughts on that?
Right now, I got a lot of thoughts. Mainly, it's just another black eye in the front office. I've been saying it from the get-go. Pay the man the money. Like, I don't understand. All right, I hear what you guys are saying with the whole, you can't make as much as the starters, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows Jalen Brunson is underpaid. Like, that's not news. When he re-ups, he's gonna re-up for the max. Everybody knows that. So it's like, what are we doing, bro? Like, pay the man the money, and then like in the future, if you don't see him as a piece in the future for your team as a future, you can leverage that and put him in a trade, or you could do a multitude of things. You know what I'm saying? It just baffles me that again the front office is we're talking about patience and this, that, and the third, and the free agents are like dwindling by the minute. Like, when are you gonna make a move? When are you gonna do something significant? Like, it's just like I said, another black eye in the front office. I'm pissed. He should have been re-signed a long time ago, and it is what it is at this point.
Okay, I appreciate that. That was definitely a good perspective that I've heard out there. Another black eye. Oh, all right, that was good. I like that. I like that feedback. Machete, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. There's a couple of things at play here. You got Grimes is starting. I mean, first of all, you like Phil said, you got all our major players are locked in. You can't get paid more than our starters. You can't try to. We don't know. Okay, as far as what they might have offered him, yeah, I'm around the 85 mil maybe. I don't think they offered him more than they offered Hart. Is he more of a vet than Hart? I don't think so. So I don't think they're gonna offer him more than Josh Hart. Regardless, did we think when Rob got the bag, what did he get? Do you remember the number what he got? We thought
60 mil.
How much?
He got 60 mil.
Okay, we thought he was gonna get like 114 mil when we were saying that man should get the bag, right? But he settled for a lot less, right? So, okay, he got accolades. He got second man of the runner-up for sixth man of the year award, right? So maybe that goes to his head, and maybe he's gonna ask for a higher amount. Who knows? We don't know the amount. We're thinking in our head maybe over 120. Is that more than RJ? Does he deserve it more than RJ? Does
Hell
he deserve
yeah.
it more than? Yeah, you could say that. You could probably say that. I mean, he got to sixth man of the year runner up. Yeah, he's plays great defense. He's great offensively. He's got the sweet layup. He gets better every year. Does he deserve it? Yeah, but we got him locked for 6.5 mil for the year right now to the end of the year until he becomes a restricted free agent now. But he has to show improve. So now he has to play real hard this year so that he can show that he deserves the money that he's been asking for. And maybe a team will go out there and give him the money. and maybe we'll match it. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but those things can happen. And we don't know. I'm of the mind that I don't think that teams outside the New York Knicks fan base or people outside the New York Knicks fan base think of IQ the way we do. So I think that the office is betting on that, and that they'll come with an offer to him that's reasonable that they can match. And we'll just see what's going to happen, because regardless, IQ's going to have to ball out to get his money. He's going to have to earn it this year, whether he's with the Knicks or not.
What do you think, Dwight?
I think they offered him a fair deal. I mean, again, this is the Knicks organization, Brock Aller, the capologist. They're very tight on numbers that they work. They're very analytical. They look at, what you've done, how you process. I think they gave him a very fair, maybe on the higher end. I think it's somewhere around the 88 mil. It's my speculation, maybe a little bit more than Josh Hart. And if you're looking at the top players statistically of the positive, negative, Josh Hart and IQ were, I think, in the top 10, top 15 as far as what they contribute to teams. So they were both in the positive, negative on the top. So the fact that Josh Hart got, 80 mil that he got, 80 million for him, something like that. I think they maybe gave IQ a little more. As far as what the new Knicks was talking about, everybody took somewhat of a pay cut, an adjustment to the other aspect for that for IQ. This is his first bag, essentially. Josh Hart's been in the league for about 7 years. DiVincenzo, this will be his second contract, more or less. He's been around a little bit. Jalen Brunson, this was his first big contract, but he's been 4 years prior to that. So all the other people have been at least in one contract negotiation series, where this is his first one, been on a rookie deal. And then to be fair, how the team is looking at it, he had 1 year, his first year, he was a little inconsistent, but we gave him a lot of minutes. Second year was a down year for him, pretty bad. And then the third year, he did really good. So overall, to evaluate that 100 mil, to see if he gets that, you'd want to see some consistency like Jalen Brunson or Randall, or even though RJ takes a lot of shots, he progressed point-wise at least every year. So some kind of rating that you can see of where his progression's been. He's been a little up and down, but overall what he did last year is great. And I think they gave him a fair number for IQ. I think it's smart for him which I think we spoke about that in a couple of pods ago, where the Grimes and IQ are the answer. If you guys haven't seen that, go watch that episode. We did a lot deep dive in there. But I think in that aspect, for him, I think we said, I was talking to Sportsman Proto at that time, that he should, more than likely, he's going to decline, because we're going to give him a fair offer. But how everybody's talking between the Devin Vassell's and then the Peyton Pritchard, that's like the top and the bottom of the people in this class. And where does he fall? And if you look at everybody who's a restricted agent coming this year, a lot of the people in his class and again, to be fair with him, he should have declined, because this is something brand new. That new CBA agreement is something that's never happened before. That increase, nobody knows what that's really going to be. No one knows what a fair scale is if there's a 10 to 30% increase on revenue. So what is that fair scale? So I think for him to play that market is smart for him. And then if it's too much for us, I think we still re-sign him. And then hopefully we keep him, but maybe we use that as leverage on there.
I mean,
can I just say real quick to piggyback off of what both you guys said? I was reading the stats, and for wins above replacement, it was Josh Hart at number one with like 33 plus 33 or something like that. And then it was IQ with like a plus 20 something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But my point in saying that is, you guys mentioned, is he better than RJ? Well, RJ was like -1. Or, no, wait, maybe it was Jalen Brunson that was -1 and RJ was like a 0.
No,
but
he was like -20. Randall was 0, Brunson was -1, and RJ was like -27.
Something like that, whatever. The whole point, what I'm trying to say is, out of the whole Knicks squad, he was number 2. All right, you asked him to get better on defense, he did. You asked him to continue with his consistent scoring and the way he scores, he did. Like, what more does he have to prove to get the bag? Like, and then this is again our homegrown talent. Like, if we don't value our own homegrown talent, how do you think someone else will? Like that makes no sense.
Nah, I mean, like we had in the conversation, we had a pre-convo yesterday. I mean, you got the top tier guards giving IQ his props. You know what I mean? Dame Lillard. You know what I mean? A lot of people see IQ as a championship piece. He is an asset. So with that being said, yeah, you can't be the Knicks and pay him what the estimated new value is, because then you're stirring up the pot of the chemistry in the locker room. You're not gonna have a man coming off the bench, even if they were to pay him at an equal. I mean, I think if they would have kept it at an even 100 mil just to keep that number balanced all across the board, I don't think anybody in the locker room would have had a problem with Quick getting his 100 mil. But now, if you start digging in and upping that, yeah, I mean, now you got other players questioning themselves and yeah, I mean, sort of fucking with niggas mentally. You know what I mean? And we can't afford to have that with the chemistry that we're building. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody on the team sacrificed, bro. Everybody made sacrifices. Everybody's worth a lot more. Everybody knows they worth a lot more. But for the culture and what we building in New York, you gotta be. Tip said it best. Sometimes we gotta sacrifice for the betterment of the team. Sacrifice don't mean just in practice hustling and all that. It also means the bag. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you really want to win a chip here in New York, which will change the perspective of the whole NBA landscape if New York wins. Come on, you gotta sacrifice. But I mean, everybody in New York is about their bag, and we all know Quickly's worth more. We all know Brunson's worth more. Randall, on and on and on. But I think everybody would stand up and did the sacrificial thing for the betterment of the culture of the New York Knicks organization.
Okay, I mean, I think everybody before they got the bag goes through what Quigley IQ is going through right now. You know, that they didn't get what they want, even though they deserve it. He worked real hard. He was second runner-up. Okay, we still got you under a $6.5 million contract. You know, this is your time to shine right now. You know, you're gonna go on the market. Other teams are gonna be looking at you to see if they can give you the bag that you would like to have. But I think that we all go through that. RJ went through it last year. Mitch went through it last year before he got paid, but he got the bag. He got the bag. Now, we haven't even talked about the new CBA,
The bargaining agreement.
the new bargaining agreement. You know, we haven't talked about how they're not going to try to pay these guys like they want to get paid. You know, it's going to be harder to earn. It's going to take you a little while longer now to really earn it. You know, these guys have ruined it. These players in the past have ruined it with all the money they're making right now, and they're not showing up. Now they got to make rules that they're going to penalize your team if certain players don't show up. But let me finish.
Yes,
You know what I mean? That's why they're not trying to give these guys the bag like that, like they used to. So now you're gonna have to earn it, you know? And you're lucky if you do get it, like these guys in Minnesota and these other places who are messing up the market once again, you know, and ruining it for the rest of us. But that's a whole nother story. My point is that, look, really, okay, he deserves the bag, and he's going to get it. Don't worry, he's going to ball out. In the end, he's going to ball out, whether for the Knicks or whoever's out there that's going to pay him. Regardless, he's going to ball out. It's going to be good for us. It's going to be good for him, and it's going to be good for whoever ends up landing him. But the fact of the matter is, he's still 0-2 in the playoffs, all right? Okay, last time, like I said, I'll give it to him because he was injured. But the last time before that, okay, he was a rookie, but he's still 0-2 in the playoffs. Okay, and on the flip side, all our other players that got the bag were also 0-2 in the playoffs. We could say that too, right? We could say
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
okay.
but
Let him
go
finish.
ahead.
No, go ahead, Phil. I have my 2
No,
minutes.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, when these guys get their contract, it's not like they getting it. Hey, it's 85 mil. That's it. It's point blank period, bro. They come with benefits and certain. Hey, if you make this mark, let's say you make 6 man of the year, they come with bonuses and incentives. You feel what I'm saying? So when we sign Brunson for the hundo, yeah, I mean, there's incentives in these contracts. So it's not like we just gonna cut clear, just pay him the 88, like my brother said, or whatever the case is. Yeah, I mean, it'll build. The contract will build. You feel what I'm saying? Now, in the contracts that we gave, like Brunson and a lot of these contracts are heavy in the front end and kind of getting lighter in the back end. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, they're real strategical with the contracts. I'm pretty sure the front office wants quickly, and I'm pretty sure the front office knows that he's a championship piece. But nothing is officially over. Yeah, I mean, we could match anybody.
Can I just say one thing also? Can I add to that if you don't mind?
Yeah.
What this signals to me personally is that basically it is over. So what I mean by that is I don't think this front office views him as one of the pieces to build the championship team. And what I mean by that is like you guys said, you know, they can always match, blah blah blah. But the way I see it is, even if they match, they're gonna use him as a trade piece or as a filler or whatever for that star that they've been coveting, because it's been nonstop reports about Embiid and Donovan Mitchell for years now, and something in me tells me that Donovan Mitchell is in the bag already, because he's in control of his future after this year, I believe. And something tells me that he's gonna find his way in New York somehow. And the second star that I feel the Knicks are looking at is Embiid, because again, there's been multiple reports this year and previous years. We've been flirting, blah blah blah, this CAA connection and all of that. I don't see Embiid happening because Philly will not trade with us. Like, they're not gonna sign up to face Embiid 4 times a year for years to come. I don't think. I mean, again, I don't think it's gonna happen, but I believe that's who they have their eyes on. And as a fallback, if that doesn't happen, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna go after Karl Anthony Towns. And again, this is just my belief based on what I've been reading and what I've been seeing online. I'm trying to read the tea leaves, as they say. So that's just my opinion. I don't think the front office sees him as that piece for the championship team for New York. I feel like they're going to use him in some sort of trade later on in the future.
I agree.
Hold on, baby. Let me read the chat real quick, and then we'll come back and bounce onto that real quick. Salute Michael Drake. Salute Coach. We appreciate
Salute to the chat.
The chat is litty. Hey. All right. And Michael Drake says we must keep quickly the Knicks now. IQ is a restricted free agent. I remember when it was Linsanity that we didn't pay Linsanity and let him go. Coach says the cost of Embiid is too high for 5 torn ACLs. I can understand that too. The one thing before we go into other players and picks and possibilities, the one thing that I think is not discussed, or that I haven't heard anybody, and it's just me thinking out loud here. Besides IQ, he's a man of God. He's a confident person. He speaks about that a lot. He puts a lot of work into what he does. I don't think it's only about the bag. It's not only about basketball. I think it's someone who believes in himself, believes in his work ethic, who has a dream. If there's something that you dreamt about all your life, not only just being in the NBA, where you saw yourself in the NBA. His favorite player, Stephen Curry, he likes that. He believes he can be a starter. I think him going to restricted free agency is not only about the bag, it's to see, is there another team that sees me as that starter? Could I take on another team and be this person? Because in those 20 games, he played with us as a starter when Jalen Brunson was out. He was averaging 20 and 8. He was hitting the big numbers. He was consistent. He was a good defender. So he believes he's at that starter level. So this is a perfect time for him, not only to gamble on himself, to bet on himself, to show that he can be consistent 2 years back to back, that what he can do can be something that another franchise could want. And if he's consistent this year and he does these other accolades close to what he did last year or better, then another team's going to be like, you know what, we want him to start. And at that point, it's not that we don't want him. I think the Knicks absolutely want him. But the level of where we want him at, I think he feels he's outgrown that. And that's where his confidence is like, he feels I can be a starter. Not that he thinks cocky that I'm better than Jalen Brunson, that I should have been this. I think he just believes in that. I believe he still has that chip from when Tibbs didn't start him and started Alec Burke for that whole year when it should have been IQ. You know, when he still believed even since that time frame that he could have been that starter. He wasn't given that burn when Alec Burke was here. He basically feels almost overlooked when we got Jalen Brunson, even though that was a great steal. We all see it. But he could have been that guy, or they could have given him that shot. So not that he feels slighted, but he's like, yo, there was opportunities that I could have started here. You guys chose otherwise. Let me see what the market dictates. You know what I mean? And is there a team that wants me as a starter? Not so much about the money of what they could pay him because we can match all that. But if there's not a team that's going to want him as a starter, you know, maybe they give him more money, but not as a starter, then at that point he'd be like, you know what, I'll take the 80 mil from you guys and I'll stay with my team. I'll stay with my chemistry. I'll stay with what we got here. But if there's a team that was like, yo, like that's why we put New Knicks put the Spurs and Cleveland, maybe they see him as like, yo, we want this dude. He's young. He's a good defender. His positive is crazy. He's a great three-point shooter. We need him on our starting five. We're going to give him that 107, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So I think that's a different aspect of what most people are overlooking at. You know, we're talking about money. Money is a business, obviously, but what do you want to compete? What do you want to do in the league? You want to be a bench piece with a lot of money, or do you want to be someone? And I think he sees himself as that dude. You know what I mean? And his work ethic is proving it. So I think that's something that's not looked at, and I think that's a big component for him wanting to go to a restricted free agency this year. That's just me. And to talk about,
I agree with you, and I agree with you, and I agree with two shots. But damn, I forgot what was smoking.
we were talking about if they sign him to trade for Donovan or another player. I think
a lot of the teams are getting significantly better, right? So with that being said, Quickly is a championship piece, but at the same time,
you're breaking up.
Like Two Shot said, he's not the piece to get us. You know what I mean? So what I said, he's not that piece to get us over the hump. You know, so I think like everybody else sees, yeah, I mean, we all know that Donovan Mitchell want to come here, and like you said, we don't like you said last night, we don't really have to lose Quickly to get Donovan Mitchell because he could opt out next year and come here without losing any pieces.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's a tough decision.
I mean, I think it's a last.
I'm just saying it's a tough decision.
I think it's a last resort for the Knicks, and then the Knicks, mind you, I'm going to say that the offer they made them, they're very smart. The front office, I think they've already last year when even before when the Donovan thing was coming around, there was a lot of teams already calling for IQ. There was a lot of teams already calling for RJ or seeing what that price was. So I think they already know the teams that have interest in IQ and RJ and more or less what their market is. And that's how they determined what they were going to offer him. And now they're just seeing like, hey, what is the market? Because it could go backwards as well, because there could be no team that wants him to start, wants him as a bench, and maybe only offers him 70 mil or less than what we offered. And then at that point, Knicks can be like, yo, we're going to take that 85 off the table. Here's your 70 mil. You know what I mean? So it still could backfire. but it's based on how he's going to perform this year. Still something, I think he's a great piece for New York. I still think we keep him. If it's something ridiculous, anywhere like, anywhere the 125, 130, then at that point, I think it's going to be what Sports Fan Pronto was talking about, where if there's an opportunity to get someone, you use that finance, that money to get it. You get him, you got Evans 19 million, you can get somebody. I think I do agree with Sports Fan Pronto that if anybody's going to come, it only makes sense for Donovan. He definitely wants to be here. There's no sense for the Knicks to trade or move any significant pieces for him when all he has to do is decline his extension next year, and they basically lose him for free or a bag of chips, or we throw 2 second-rounders at him, and you just be happy with that because he's going to walk anyway. So to do the IQ thing and trade IQ to Cleveland, where we'll still have to face and see him, I don't see it. I could see him Utah. I would like, if that's something out there, there's going to be other players that we ain't talking about. I think I mentioned it before. I like a Larry Marketing. I like something like that. If it was where they get him and they trade to Utah somewhere in the West, you get a 7-footing shooter who's got wingspan, something like that. I see a Larry Marketing or player that we ain't thinking about. That's a move. He's only made 76 mil, so he's only making 17 a year. So there's options out there. I just don't think it's what we think is going to happen. I don't know that. I don't see an Embiid. I mean, maybe you guys see it. I know there's a lot of talk about it. I just don't see a team who has an MVP player and they're like, yeah, we good. We're gonna trade him. To trade an MVP, I've never seen it done. I can't see. I mean, for that, they'd rather clear house, keep him and Maxey, and whoever you get. Tobias is coming off the books next year, so that's freeing almost 25 mil. James Harden, when James Harden goes, that's another 36 mil off the books. You could pay mad players with almost $50 million. So I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. What do you think, Machete? Any of you guys got thoughts on that?
I think Embiid is Philly's too much of a small market for I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't take him because of the injury-prone situation. Yeah, I mean, and shit. But if it's in between him and Cat, I think I'd rather go Embiid. If that's our choices, because everybody else, like Sports Fan Pronto said, everybody else is off the books. Dame's off the books. Antetokounmpo just re-signed with these guys. So there's a lot of options that we wanted that are out of the way. So we only have a specific group to pick from.
Yep. I mean, it's really only Donovan and Cat, which I think coach likes Cat.
And Embiid.
Embiid just signed 5 years. I can't see Philly trading him to New York. He's in our division. He's a, you know what I mean? I could see them trading him to. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Oh, I can't hear you. You got Bluetooth on or something? Can't hear your mic. So I don't know. I just can't see it. The chat is saying. So Michael Drake was saying that there's a lot of players getting 120, 130 mil. And I agree. That's why they're letting the market determine what his money is. But those players that are getting 120 and 130 are starting for the most part, other than that.
No. You're absolutely right with what you was going to say. A lot of those players are starting, and that's why they're making that bread. You're not going to come off, like I said, we're not going to sign quick to 130 and have them coming off the bench and having everybody, all the starters, fucking 38 hot. Because Quigley's making a bag and they out there and they sacrifice. That's not going to work.
Coach asked a good question. Coach was asking, and why we got Dante. I'm assuming you're saying, Coach, that we got him thinking that maybe IQ would be leaving anyway. He does play a similar role. I don't think that's why we got him. But if something happened, you do got someone who can kind of play the field. But I think he was a need that we had on there. I don't think it was because they had any idea about trading quick. But he's a good talent that you can have. that whenever they get a star player, if that's the case, or just keep building a solid team. I agree with Michael Drake. We don't need to get Embiid or Cat. We don't need a superstar. We just need to keep building our team. What were we saying, New Knicks?
I forgot what I was gonna say. That's why I got it into.
That's right. Carl,
I think we do need a star, man, and I respectfully disagree. I mean, again, you guys are gonna point out the Pistons of the old days, blah blah blah. Those are ones in like a blue moon, bro. If you are the owner of a business, and I come to you with a business proposal, and I say, listen, this plan fails 90% of the time, but 10% of the time, it works. Or I present to you another proposal and say, this proposal works 90% of the time, but 10% might fail. Which one are you choosing? And that analogy refers to the Pistons working 10% of the time as opposed to having that star player, because the NBA is a star-driven league. It works 90% of the time because the NBA, once again, is a star-driven league.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. We definitely do need a caliber player like Donovan Mitchell on this team alongside. Yes, he's 6'3", but he plays or whatever his height is. I know he's not a tall guard, but we need monster hungry players. And I agree. I think everybody knows Donovan Mitchell wants to come home. And that being the case, I think that's why they didn't re-sign quickly, because why are you going to allocate when we know that next year Donovan Mitchell is going to be the next star to come to the Knicks? He's not going nowhere else. He's not going to LA. He's coming here. So I think the Knicks are in preparation to receive Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I mean, I don't know. I'm still in the and I agree with you. I mean, I hear what you guys are saying, and it has been proven where a lot of stars win, but there are teams that build and win also. And again, the fact that we've discussed this a plethora of times.
Yeah, but Dwight, D-Dub, bro, you're not taking quickly over Donovan. You're not doing that. You yourself you're not picking IQ over Donovan. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that. I mean, Donovan Mitchell obviously is the guy, but I'm talking about star or whatever is fit for the team. You can't do Embiid. Look, they're already clickbaiting you. Everybody all of the stuff you've seen with Embiid, just like Giannis said, I'm going to be out of here. Everybody thought he was going to come to New York. They use the Knicks so they can shoot the value for this person tremendously high. It's like they're doing with Embiid now. If he asks for a trade, give him 5 players and 5 picks. It's just, we're never going to see this dude. We're never going to
No, Leon just doesn't move like that. And I remember my point. And my point was to the person in the chat that said why we signed DiVincenzo. Defense Chenzo. We signed Defense Chenzo because he is a Tibbs type player. He plays defense first, and also Leon signed him for chemistry. In order to win a championship, you need chemistry, bro. No matter, even if it's an all-star player or whatever kind of player, you need chemistry. You need people to know their staff. You know what I mean?
And he fit our need that we needed last year in the playoffs and everything. We needed someone who can defend and can shoot the 3, and is a good catch and shoot player.
Facts.
Fits all that. He's a 40% 3-point shooter, great catch and shoot player. He's good off the dribble, a pesky defender. So he fit a need that we want. That we got incredible value. It's like how we did John Hart. He was a John Hart type signing.
Do you guys agree that Defense Chenzo is a Tibbs player?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
There you go. You go.
You're breaking up, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, DiVincenzo, he'll turn out to be an all right tips player. I mean, he'll be all right. He'll be good. But back to IQ. Okay, where do you guys? My question that I was trying to get out was, what do you guys rank IQ? Is he a top 15 player, top 10 player, top 25 player? I mean, point guards. As far as point guards,
Top 25. I could top 25. Not top 10. Not top 15.
okay.
If you're talking, hold on. If you're talking point guard only out of 30 teams, I would rate him top 15. Point guard in the 15.
Okay, so I got
Yeah.
15, like 15, not 2, 3, or 10, but around.
Yeah.
I was able to write down the top 13 point guards. Okay, of course, number one, and then I also wrote down their salaries. Number one, Steph Curry is making $48 million a year. Luka Doncic is number two, making $40 million a year.
Doncic is the point guard?
Dante DiVincenzo. Not Dante. He means Dallas. The Dallas.
We're talking about
Doncic is a point guard?
Yeah.
Luka. Yeah.
He's a point guard.
Yeah.
Yes, he runs the team.
All right.
Yeah.
Top 13 point guards I wrote down. So Steph Curry, $48 million. Luka Doncic, $40 million. Damian Lillard, $42 million. 4, Trae Young. Oh, I didn't write down what Trae Young was making. Whatever. Sorry about that, Trae. Ja Morant, number 5, is making $40 million a year. Tyrese Halliburton. And do I check this about Tyrese Halliburton? It's saying 4-year, $18 million contract. He signed a 4-year, $18 million.
He just signed a supermax. He just signed like close to 200.
He signed, yeah.
Okay, that would bring him up to like something like 39 or 40 million a year.
Yep.
That's Tyrese Halliburton. Darius Garland is making 39.5 million a year. Jamal Murray is making 29 million a year.
Shooting guard.
He's a point guard though. He's more of a shooting guard, but he is a point guard.
James Harden at 9 is making 33 million, which is crazy. I don't know how. Well, anyways,
He still can give you 15 assists. Go ahead.
And DeAndre Fox at number 10 is making 32 million a year. LaMelo Ball at number 11 is making 35 million a year. Jalen Brunson at number 12, 23 million a year. Drew Holiday at number 13, 25 million a year. So if they're paying the top 13 players, at least the last 12
Hold on. How could the last two? How could this nigga make 25 and Jalen Brunson make 23 and
it's interchangeable. You could say that Jalen Brunson at 13 or Drew Holiday at 12 or 13 are interchangeable. I would probably put Drew Holiday, but the list I had, where I got it from, had him at 12 and 13.
I put IQ in that bracket because IQ's
and actually it was top 10, so the last 3 were really honorable mentions.
And those last 3 at positive, negative, IQ's there now. Jalen Brunson's a better scorer right now. Jalen Brunson had multiple 30-point games, multiple 40-point games.
But my point is that these guys, all of them have been to the playoff and done decent in the playoffs.
Except for Tyrese Halliburton, and Trae Young's been in the playoffs and the finals. He's done good.
He's done good in the playoffs. He's done a lot better than IQ.
Yeah, but Halliburton's been starting. Like Halliburton has been starting. He's not coming off the bench. That's.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah.
Based off of that list that he just wrote or that he just read, the fall off was really Jalen Brunson at 25, right? Or 23?
23.
Okay. And we can all agree that he's underpaid, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then after that was Drew Holiday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
And we can all agree that he's on the other side of the curve when it comes to like potential and reaching your peak and all of that.
He's hit his peak already.
Facts.
His peak is gone, right?
Yeah. He's on the decline.
So then you guys are putting IQ there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that he's not worth at minimum 25?
No, we're not saying he's not. We agree he could get 100 mil, which is why I'm telling you.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm telling you. The 100 mil is not the problem. I think we compare. It's just
So what's the problem?
The problem is everybody you named in that list.
They offered him 25 mil. They offered him 25 mil.
Everybody.
You don't know what they offered him. You don't know what they offered him.
Everybody on that list.
You got it on record somewhere?
Everybody on that list is a starter. That's the problem. He wants to start. Everybody.
That's a big point. But two shots. That's a point, bro. You can't pay a bench player what a starter makes. Nowhere. Come on, bro. That's a big point.
My God, we were going off the list. We weren't going off of anything other than the list that my man said.
All right. But hold up, Mike. When my brother bring up the point of the other guards that make the minimum and the maximum of IQ's caliber. You feel what I'm saying? And those two players from the minimum to the maximum are still starters. They are starters for their team.
Everybody on that list.
Everybody.
Hold on, let's go over the list one more time. Starter.
All right, let's go. All right. Luka. If you're gonna do that, let's go to the bench guards. You know what I mean? And compare them to bench guards. They're not making nowhere near that. Nobody coming off the bench is making over 13 million.
Time out. So then, Phil. So then the question is. So then, okay, this is the point when I was talking with Donnie earlier, and he made a really good point. You know, IQ sees himself as a starter, but the thing is that I mean, is he consistently as a starter? Is he a starter, or is he just a guy who is good when he's replacing Jalen Brunson when he's injured? Hold on a second, Phil. Hold on before you disrupt my thought. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Okay. So is he a guy who does well because he is coming off the bench for Jalen Brunson? So that time that he is starting, he's going to do well, right? Of course, naturally, because he's getting that starting time, he's going to do well like he did last year. When Jalen Brunson was injured and he started for him, he did well, right? He had some really good games. He had some good games in Boston. He had a 40-point game. Of course, here's your opportunity to start. I'm going to show him what I got. The question is, can he do that consistently throughout the whole entire year? Hold on. There's people who don't think that he can, and the front office doesn't probably think that he can. That's why they brought in Jalen Brunson. Now, hold on. They could have brought in Jalen Brunson because they had ulterior motives. Leon was Rick Brunson's first agent. They practically seen Jalen Brunson grow up. They know he's a good point guard. Not only that, he proved it in Dallas when Luka Doncic was out. At least Jalen Brunson is proven. But can quickly IQ do the same thing that JB did with Luka? Can IQ do with Jalen Brunson?
I got your question.
I think he's a guy that's coming off the bench who does good because he has to show out. But can he do it consistently? We got to see that.
Okay, I got your question, and here's your answer. It's all about allocation. It's all about wherever he goes. Because let's bring up Julius Randle as an example. When we got Julius, Julius didn't have nobody to turn to help him to get those assist numbers up, and like IQ did good with us because he had shooters and players that he know where they're gonna be. So he did get a triple-double. But if you put him in the wrong system and they don't got shooters around them, his assists ain't gonna be up. Yeah, I mean, IQ is a starter. He's definitely a starter, but it's all where you place him. If you place him with contenders, he's gonna do good because a contender should have shooters.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's with the team he's with, Phil. He's with the team that he's with. Is he doing good?
No. But your question, Mike, your question was.
To show out.
All right, I answer your question. If he stays here and he starts, his numbers will go up because he knows the system and he knows everything. You feel what I'm saying? But if you put him in a team like Indiana or whatever the case may be, you feel what I'm saying? His numbers, he might start, but his numbers might not reflect, his skill set. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't.
It, it,
I love
it all
quickly. I love
depends. It all
IQ. I
depends
want him to do
how
well.
you surround him.
Yo, I love IQ. I want him to do well. The guy's very smart. He studies. He comes back better every year. Every year is the only. This is the first time I've seen a Nick that we've drafted that every year. RJ too. RJ's gotten better every year, a little
No,
bit.
every
But I don't think at the rate.
player,
I don't
every
think
player. That's why I got
RJ
to
has it.
interrupt.
Not at the rate that IQ for me. I think that IQ is better off starting with the second squad and getting his minutes like that, and kind of like just being patient. I don't think that I don't think that he's big and strong enough to be a starter point guard. I don't know. I don't think so. I just haven't seen that. He's good. He's good.
You muted.
In reserves.
No, I think IQ might get six man. He definitely gets six man
He's
of the
gonna get
year
the six man of the year.
He's
Well,
gonna
he'll
get
it.
six man of the
Will
year
he
this
get it?
year.
Well, he's gonna get it coming off the bench though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you got to remember, who was they comparing IQ to when he first came to the league?
To Lou.
Lou. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I believe he can do that. And Lou was a seven times six man of the year winner, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I mean, if he would have stood here, yeah, I mean, it would have been a great look for him. But
listen,
I mean,
the question that you're talking about, Machete, is yes, ideally this is a role that we have for him that we would love to put him in the starting, but he's right now not better than Jalen Brunson. And it's not that he can't be. I believe he can be a starting guard. He believes he can be a starting point guard. That's
can we talk? Can I ask you that question? Can I stop you right there?
No. Let me interrupt. Dwight saying is that here he's gonna be the fourth option behind first is Jalen. You got Randall, then you got RJ. IQ's not gonna stay here to be the fourth option.
It's not about money. I mean, it is and it isn't. We all agree he's worth more. I think the Knicks organization thinks he's worth that anyway. But there's only so much that they can give. They can't give him 150, 160 when that's more than what the starters are playing. That's not to what they're playing. It's not that they don't want to. This is actually a good problem that we have because this lets you know that our picks have all panned out. As Michael Drake was saying, we're getting rid of our players and we're losing out to a certain extent. Obi Toppin hit, IQ hit, Grimes hit. These picks all hit. Normally it doesn't happen that way. This is a good problem to have. It's not that we don't want them. We definitely want IQ, but IQ wants something other. And this is a time where a player has his own option to choose his destiny. Normally they don't. Normally it's up to the organization. Like, yo, I got you like for 5 years. You want to go here? Look what they did to Dame. He's done all this loyalty to the team, got his money, and he said, yo, I want to go to this team. And what did they do? They shipped him somewhere else. So it's not loyalty in that aspect where this is the only time he has somewhat control of his own destiny to see what he can get. Why not let him do it? And as a Knicks organization, we did good by Obi. We gave him a fair offer, but he wants to bet on himself. Yo, do it. And this is a contract year. This is where if he's saying what he can do, he's going to have to do and show it this year. His consistency, make six man of the year, get back to 40% from three-point line, average what Halliburton is averaging almost 10 assists a game, what Trae Young's averaging almost 10 assists a game, and then see if you can be a starter. If there's a team out there to pay him, they're going to come after him.
Bro, I think IQ has the ceiling to be a triple threat, a triple-double threat in the league. You feel what I'm saying? So here, I just want to make a statement here on this channel, the Organic Fanatics. We love IQ, and you know what I mean. We hope things work out and he stays home. But yeah, I mean, we also want him to get his bag and My brother's real modest. My brother's in control of most of the, you know, most of the stuff in the background, and he shared on the chat that IQ and OB Top, and we got a lot of people in the Knicks organization tapped into the Organics Fanatics, and we love and we love that these players are tapping in and watching what we doing there, because we keep it real and we show that love. You know what I mean?
We keep it real and we keep it fair. Right now, we're talking of all of IQ's options, why IQ has these options available to him. At the end of the day, we can easily match whatever anybody pays him and keep him. It doesn't mean that we're going to get rid of him. The control is still up to the Knicks. That do they keep him? Now, how much do they throw out? If it's a 145, 150, that's going to be way over their head. However, I think the Knicks will still match it to use that as what you were saying, two shots pronto, to use that as leverage to go after somebody or in a trade if it's too high. 100, 118.
I agree.
That I think is doable where we can keep them around the 118. Anything over 120, it's probably going to be bye-bye. There's only too much. Not that we don't want to pay them. It's can you justify overpaying somebody to be your bench? You know what I'm saying? You can't have $1 million bus driver.
It is, bro. Hey, boy. What is?
Hey, salute Louisiana Black. I hear you in the background. Hey, I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, it's not that we don't.
Hey, I wanna make a correction. I thought that was my boy Black, but Louisiana Knicks is not my boy Black. We talked about this before, so shout out to Louisiana. Yeah.
So I don't know. I hear you, sports fan pronto. Ideally, and what Michael Drake's saying. This year is going to be the year of chemistry and who we are. No matter what, IQ is here for this year. So no matter what we talking about, no matter bag, anything like that, IQ is here. So the team we got, we solidified. There is nobody else. The only new addition we've had all year is Dante DiFincenzo. Evan, hopefully we can free up that 19 mil. No matter what, he's going to come off the books this year. Whether he gets burn time or not, I seriously doubt he gets any burn time. Hopefully somebody tries to get him before the trade deadline. But IQ's here to stay. Now, IQ's about to put them numbers up, and he's about to show. He's been consistent, as Machete's been saying. His work ethic is crazy. Well, let me ask you guys. If a team offers him $130 million, do you keep that, and do you keep him as a player? Or do you think you move on from him? A team, let's say the Orlando Magic, ask him, or $130 million. Do you keep him?
Nah, the Knicks ain't doing that. I agree with sports fan pronto, like to match. We can match it and then use that for future assets, but with Spider right around the corner, I don't think they're gonna lock into that, you know what I mean, and try to orchestrate that at a later time when things are on the cusp of change. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, Milwaukee got better. A lot of these teams in the East got better. The West got better. Like, all of these teams are elevating, and we can't just stay stagnant. You know what I mean? And listen, the Knicks have created a farm. You know what I mean? Every pick that we have has, like my brother just stated, has been a hit. So we know how to pick talent. We know how to groom and grow the talent. And we have a culture here in the Knicks organization. So I'm going to keep trusting, like Dolan does, trust in the all-star front office we got. You know what I mean? Everybody's a master at what they do. And I've been falling back. And I've been enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's hard to say as a Knicks fans born of 74 to fall back and have faith in what's going on. That has never been said. I've never fall back and let things happen. and let things happen how they happen. And so I've been enjoying it, boy. I've been enjoying it. We're going for 52 to 55 this year.
I want to piggyback a little something off what Machete said, and I'll pass it on to you, two sports fan, two shots. Machete, I think, made a valid point on there. A lot of people, and what we're looking at, this culture, this age, maybe the 30 and unders, somewhere around there. No shots to anybody any age. We ain't doing ages up here. But what I'm saying is, this culture now,
Gen Z,
whatever it is, I don't even Gen Z, whatever alphabet it is. Everybody's talking about the bag. Go get the bag. You got to get the bag. Secure the bag. Grab the bag. Like, where is the limit for the bag? Everybody is not worth 200 mil. Everybody's not worth 150. And not saying IQ is not worth a lot of money. That's incorrect. I believe he's definitely worth high end. But what is the limit? Where is the limit of what you just pay him? Do you just throw an exorbitant amount of money to someone when they have to do it? Machete was saying that. A lot of people got in bags. The Kawhi Leonards, a lot of players, and they ain't showing up. They're not showing up and matching that money. So organizations are, yes, the cap is going up, but at the same time, you're giving people mad money. You're capping out your team where you can't build or develop. And then you got this dude that you're stuck with. Look at Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert got $200 million. The dude cannot shoot a free throw. He's a $200 bitch, $200 million bitch. So that's where the limit, there's got to be some kind of limit. And that's where I think the Knicks capped off on that. And any final thoughts you guys think? And to the chat, if you guys are watching, everybody that's on there, Michael Drake, Coach, Junius, Alphonse, would you guys keep IQ at $135 million to keep him on the team? That's a question I'll pose to you guys. If you're watching, put a comment. Do you keep him at 135?
If like my point was, if I believe that wouldn't be an issue, you know what I mean, with the starters, I think they would do it. But yeah, they're not gonna stir that pot up and have situations bubbling up in the locker.
Two shots. You said you were in the camp of pay IQ his money, which you've been on that stance for a while. So you've been riding that. That's just stance, and I agree with you. Pay him. You won me over. I was in the $80 million camp for IQ. You said the 100 mil. Do you think if someone offers him over $100 million, do you pay him and keep him?
Depends how much over. I mean, you threw out 135. I don't think I'm going that far.
Let's say 120. Let's say 120.
Okay, if it's me, I'm doing it. And here's the reason why. You guys make up a lot of great points, and I'm gonna try to rebuttal most of them.
Yeah, go.
First point you made, you can't have the bench guy making more than the starter. Well, if the culture is what you made it, and the culture is, sunshine and rainbows and everybody's happy and blah, 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 then it shouldn't matter who makes money and who doesn't. At the end of the day, like I said before, we all know Jalen Brunson took less than he should have. He's going to max out soon. Randall, in my opinion, again, if this is my team, he's going to be shipped out once his contract is over, or maybe before, I don't know. And that's really the black hole in the group because he's the moody one. And yeah, I would keep him. I mean, I don't care if he's coming off the bench. To be real with you, I mean, you need him. You need what he brings to the team, which is scoring and defense, which is supposedly the hallmark of the coach. And last year we were like 19th in defense. So it's like, what are we really doing here? Like, yeah, we're drafting great. Yeah, they're hitting. Oh my God, I love it. But for what? If we're gonna give them up.
Okay, let me. All right, man.
Why get a number 8 pick just to get 2 fucking second rounders? Like, oh man, we did Obi a favor. Balls to the wall. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm running my organization to benefit me, not the next man. Like, y'all talking like I don't understand y'all mindset. It's like it irks me, bro. It really does. And then to top it all off, y'all paint this rosy picture about the front office and about the coach and about this and that. When the coach can't adjust the defense to make him the defensive coach, and when we get the player, we give him up. It's like, when is enough enough? Like, when do we pivot? Like, when do we make a stand? Like, I don't get it. Like, y'all could, I mean, whatever. Like I said, y'all make great points. And if y'all wanna, if it was your organization, you can run it however you want. But me, in my eyes, that's not how an organization is supposed to be ran. If you hit on a pick, then you're supposed to keep that pick for at least 7 years.
All right, so
and move on from them. But it's like, I don't get it. It's like ass backwards.
Answer the question for me. I hear your points. I agree with your sentiment on some of that. But what do you pay him? What is the max that you pay him before you let him?
I already told you. 135 is a little too much. But 120, I'm willing to do. Because again, if you have this culture in place where everybody is pulling together for the team and blah, blah, then it shouldn't matter who makes what. Because at the end of the day, we all know that the top dog is Jalen Brunson. And when he re-ups, he's going to re-up the max. And it just blows my mind that you guys think like this.
All right. Quick question. So that means you're putting IQ as a starter. Who's sitting?
I'm not putting nobody as a starter. Everybody's saying
if you all right, hold up. If you paying IQ what you paying them, that means somebody in the starting lineup has to sit their motherfucking ass down. Who are you? Yes, it does.
That doesn't mean
yes, it does.
Shit. I'm the head honcho. I'm running my organization. If I want to pay him 120 to come off the bench, he's getting 120 to come off the bench. That's his role. Like, come on. Like,
and you really think
when Manu Ginobili was in the Spurs, was anybody crying about him making 120, 130, whatever it was?
Yeah. Let me ask you a logical question. You in the locker room, you starting, you putting up numbers, and you got somebody coming off the bench, even at tops, if quickly scores a 20 piece. You feel what I'm saying? You don't think it's gonna stir up the locker room that he's making $120?
I got your rebuttal right here. I got his rebuttal, if I may. Here's my rebuttal to that question or a statement that he just said. If that is the case, then the culture is not what I made it out to be, first off. And second of all, if you putting up numbers and I just proved to you that I give the 6-man 120, when it's time for you to re-up, what do you think I'm going to do to you? What you think? I'm going to give you peanuts? I'm going to give you what you're worth. So you put up your numbers, and when it's time for you to re-up, I'll give you what you're worth.
But everybody that just signed took less. Like that's a sacrifice, bro. You think RJ don't deserve his $120? You don't think Brunson deserves 180 right now? If you was the boss man, right? You're gonna sign Jalen Brunson to what he's worth, right? What's he worth? About 180, right?
Whatever the supermax
right?
is, 200.
Whatever, so 200. All right, so you're gonna max him out right here. So how do you make strategical moves and better the fucking team? If you're maxing everybody out, bro, that should just don't make mathematical sense, bro.
That's where you're supposed to use your pieces and your fucking draft picks in conjunction to get that star, so that once again you have that 1-2 punch. Because again, this is a star-driven league, and you make it wherever you make it. If it flops, it flops. But at least you try.
Right.
You're not on some passive shit like, oh yeah, next year. Oh no, the year after that. Oh yeah, there's gonna be another dysfunctional star the year after that. Come on, man.
But my dude, if you run into the team, bro, you run into fucking organization to the ground. We'll have a $1 billion starting team. starting.
Hold on. Let me share.
And you think he can't afford it?
Listen, it's not about. Listen, everybody just can't keep paying it out. Look, if he's 120, I agree with the 120 mark. I think that's a benchmark that we would keep him. But to my brother's point, at that point, you sit in Grimes. You're not going to put someone who's making $2 million on the starter, regardless of how good defensively he is. IQ's been more consistent, and it's positive negatives. At that point, like Grimes, until you show up, you on the bench. IQ's taking your spot as a starter. Now everybody in the starting lineup is 100 plus.
And I think, I think Brunson will play great off the ball and let IQ run it.
All right, so respectfully, I disagree, but that's on y'all.
I'm just saying money wise. I'm talking about the money at that point. I agree. I think,
but that was my point. You will have to sit somebody if you're paying them that $120. Like you will have to sit somebody in the starting, bro.
Again,
I agree, and I agree with my brother's pick. You will have to sit Grimes.
Okay, well, again, respectfully, I disagree. And like I said, you can run your organization how you want. It is what it is.
And again, just so we spoke earlier, it's not about the bag only. IQ has desires of what he sees himself in this league. IQ wants to start. IQ wants to run the team. Even if we gave him $140 million, he would more than likely request a trade because he doesn't want to come off the bench making one.
He don't want to be the fourth option. He don't want to be the fourth.
It's not about.
Can I talk a minute?
Go ahead, Machete.
Look, I think that in the end, I think it's just a strategical move by the front office to just keep these guys hungry, man. Whether it's IQ or whether it's Grimes, you want to keep them hungry. This is a big year for us, and we need them to play hungry. IQ obviously is going to have to play hungry if he wants to get the bag. I mean, we're already paying him. Like I said, he's already locked for the year right now with us at $6.5 million. He either can choose to play or not, and obviously he's going to play. He ain't going to sit and pout. He's going to go out there and show out. That's what he's going to do. So that's good for us. And if he does,
oh, look at that nigga spitting balls.
And if he does, then that's good for him and that's good for us and that's good for whoever's going to pick him up. I think that we're going to, like Dwight said, we're going to use him as a piece. For Donovan, I don't want to say it. Because I really want to get the Spider in here. And maybe we can do some trade. I don't know. I'm not gonna try to predict the future, but I think that maybe he plays well so that he gets traded somewhere where he can start, or he just gets the bag. And if he gets the bag, he can sit with us and be, sixth man of the year every year for the next 5 years till we win a championship. Because we're gonna need him to play like that. We're gonna need him to play like that for the next couple of years. If I think that we will give him a back because I think he'll come to his senses and let's say, okay, hypothetically speaking, he goes out there and restricted free agent and he doesn't get what he wants. And the Knicks will be like, see, we told you. So here we're gonna pay you anyway. Now stay with us because you got the camaraderie. Why go somewhere else where you have to start over, regardless, like Phil said? It's one thing if you're here with us, at least you know all the rest of the players. You know Randall, you know RJ, you know Don, you know where even DiVincenzo.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Camaraderie.
Why break up the set, man? You're part of the set. Why you're part of Mitch Rob. You're part of RJ. You're part of the Randall. You're part of the setter.
Brotherhood, the Knicks brotherhood. Part of the brotherhood.
But it's like some other people were saying in some of the other shows, man, maybe he's pissed off that they got rid of his buddy. And he realized the BS for what it is, and it's all about making your money. And going
but all right.
Maybe he's thinking like Obi. Maybe he's thinking like Obi. Obi wanted to start and got the F out. He could be doing the same thing too.
Bro, Obi's still here. We got little bro. We got.
Come on, man. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that guy. Ain't even playing for us, dude.
Hey, listen.
All right, but we still did him a solid, bro.
Come on, man. We're talking about that dude, man. He ain't even playing for us yet, yo. I'm talking about his buddy who wanted to start just like he does, and he didn't. But it ain't the same situation where, I don't know. Maybe
all right. But Mike, the situation ain't the same. IQ is better than Grimes right now. IQ is
So then
better
why
than
isn't he starting? Why
Grimes.
isn't he in the
Yeah,
first?
but hold up. Obi wasn't better than Randall, bro. Randall's a two-time All-Star, bro. Come
Obi
on, you're
wasn't
not
better than
starting.
Randall,
You're not
but is
starting.
IQ better than Grimes?
Yes, of course he is.
So
That's
So then
what I
why is
just
the IQ
said.
starting and
That's
Grimes is
not the
starting?
same. All right, but that's not the
because
same
hold
picture,
on.
bro. You can't
The
start Obi Toppin over Julius Randle, a two-time All-Star.
Okay, that's a given.
At that
That's a
point,
given.
go.
That's a given.
Okay.
That dude, you don't even have to bring that argument up. You can't
IQ
compare
is a
Obi
one.
Bryant
Okay, so I
or
would
Obi to
pay
Randall.
I would pay IQ and sit Grimes. I want to see IQ started.
But
I'd rather
IQ
IQ start with us.
IQ is a point guard, which is why he comes off the bench because he backs up Jalen Brunson. He can play
But he can also
start at
play
the
the two.
but Grimes cannot play the one. Grimes can't play a backup one to Brunson if IQ starts. You know, you do have Deuce and all that, but a more effective immediate punch right after Jalen Brunson is IQ. It's almost like you don't lose that. That's what's
Great
great about
point.
IQ. That's what's great
Great
about
point.
IQ. He when Jensen,
Great point.
Yeah, I would rather see IQ back up Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, no,
Jalen
is that
Brunson's
bro? What my brother's saying is that IQ is a leader. Grimes is not a leader like that. IQ can orchestrate the offense and still turn up on the D. That's what my brother's saying. Grimes ain't. Grimes is not orchestrating the offense like that.
he's not a PG.
IQ is more seasoned. That's why you got the top point guards in the league giving him that nod since he came in the league. Like, yo, that you saw.
You don't think? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. You don't think? Grimes doesn't play the one,
bro.
He only plays the two.
Do you remember how IQ was baiting the other fucking guards into fouling him? Like he was like he was that nigga, bro, and he still is that.
Hold on, let me.
You know what I mean?
Don't be careful what you're saying, man. You're gonna find a lot of people saying that, man.
What do you mean?
Like, we got a lot of people in the chat. Let me. So
Salute.
Michael Drake is going off. He's mad because we.
Oh boy.
We're trading IQ, thinking that we want to dump him. So he says keep IQ. We should pay him. He's saying we're gonna regret getting rid of Obi Toppin. We're gonna watch all these Knicks develop him.
I doubt that.
Okay. Hey. Look at Cam Reddish. Did we regret?
So all that.
Cam Reddish.
Obi is a restricted agent. IQ is a restricted agent. So we're gonna see at the end of this year who's right. Either the organization was right or the players are right. If Obi gets his max money, and is IQ gonna get their max money? What they're talking about. So there's only one way to see. I don't think let's kill the topic out there that thinking that because the Knicks didn't max out IQ, they don't want IQ. And we want IQ. We love him on the team. I can't see he fits everything we're doing, but there's a certain amount of money you can spread. If you got only $3 in your wallet, you only got $3. You can't get $10 if you only got $3. That's all that they can offer. I want to
exactly. I can't give you $10 if all I have is $3.
Exactly. You seen a homeless guy be like, "Yo, let me get the burger."
If I have exactly, I can't give you
I got
$100 million contracts. If look, first of all,
yeah.
Can we all agree? Hold on a second. Two shot. Can we all agree that your value, everybody's value, will go up if we all won a championship?
Hey, before you answer, hold on. Before you answer that, let me see both your hands because it looks like you're secretly loading some clips, bro. I don't.
What I'm saying is that in order for you to get, if you really want to secure the bag later on, look, I'm of the mind that secure what you can right now because you don't know what the future brings. Look what happened to Nerlens Noel when he didn't want to settle for that big bag. It didn't sound a lot. 77 million didn't sound a lot, but then when you got 17 million the next. Didn't you wish you got what they offered you? Because what happens if you get hurt? And by the way, where is Nerlens Noel with his 17? You know what I mean?
Great point.
You don't want to end up like that. Get what you want. Get what you can get. Work harder. Work a little bit harder. You're still very young. Get that $6 Man of the Year. That's going to raise your value up. Win us the championship. That's gonna get you the bag. Work towards that. You're still young. You're still strong. You're still born. You're still very
Yeah.
young. You're still young. Dude, you're only 20, 24, 25 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mike. I really love your point about re-signing. You know, if we match and keep them here and let them be that Lou of the Knicks and just kill like that. That's the only way to get to dynasty level, bro. I mean, there's a lot of great teams that's elevated, but a lot of those teams aren't as deep as we are. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
It's
we
not
did because
about
of
it's
IQ
not about
on our bench.
yeah, and it's
As much
not
as I hate
about
to say it, but
having
he just started on our bench.
it's not about having
Ain't nothing wrong
all
with that.
stars like bringing Don Spider. There's nothing wrong with that, but we also have to be a threat from the bench. That's why Raw Hebrew called it them Mob Deep, because bro, in order to get a dynasty and keep it,
Hold on.
bro.
Hold on. Michael Drake just said, do the Heat get rid of their players? First of all, the Heat don't have draft picks to get players. Number two, they did just lose Michael Strauss, and they did just lose Gabe Vincent. So they didn't resign them. They could have resigned them. So they did get rid of their two players that helped them get to the finals. So yes, the answer would be they would get rid of their players. People they draft, they're shopping Tyler Hero right now. This very moment, they're shopping Tyler Hero, and they drafted him, and they gave him all this money, and they didn't budge to get whoever the other star was to get him. So they do.
Hold on. I just read a report that they want to give up Hero for Lillard.
Which is what I'm saying. They balked on another player, but they're shopping him, and that's a person that they drafted. So he's saying that they don't get rid of their players. That's not true, because they're shopping Tyler Hero. They offered him up in trades that teams rejected when they were trying to go, as you said, for Dame.
Oh no. He rejected it because they didn't want to give up Hero.
They're stupid. But they were shopping for somebody else. And
that's on them.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm answering Michael Drake, because that's what Michael Drake is saying. Michael Drake's saying that they don't get rid of players on their team, which is they got rid of Gabe Vincent, who's in LA right now, and they got rid of Max Strus, who's in Cleveland right now. And those two players were huge on their final run. So yes, they do get rid of players. Cavs, do they get rid of players? They got rid of Colin Sexton, who they drafted as a number 1 pick. So they did get rid of Colin Sexton. They got rid of Marketing, who was in their team, who they drafted as well. So the answer is yes, they do get rid of players. It's not saying we can't think of a narrative that it's only the Knicks that are making these blunders all the time. This problem that we have is because every single draft pick we made has hit. Grimes is becoming a great player, an elite defender. He's starting to get his shoot around. IQ in 3 years has become this player who we're talking about $100+ million. We got him in a late first. He should be someone who should be coming off the bench, making money like Vincenzo or Pritchard from Boston. That's who we thought he would be, like a Pritchard from Boston. You have 40 mil, kill people like what you're doing now. He just happened to turn to be better. We're hitting on all these picks. It's a good problem to have. It's not that we don't want to.
Quick question.
We can't pay everybody.
Quick question. As a player, right? From the story, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. If any of you guys remember, I think it was Tom Thibodeau that saw IQ from college and followed him and had somebody say to keep him, to keep him close to me, whatever team I go to. Don't you value that as a player? When you have an NBA coach seeing you from college, and I'm pretty sure Tibbs had people around him at that point. You know what I mean? Tibbs had an assistant that supposedly...
To your point, you Knicks, didn't Thibodeau develop him? Could Thibodeau develop?
But I'm saying he developed him before he even got to the league. He saw what he's seeing now. Tibbs
so what
saw
saying
that.
He should stay with Tibbs instead of go get the bag?
No. I want him to get the bag. I want the Knicks to match I just want him to be comfortable with the
I think
role
the
of
Knicks
coming.
want to match.
Mike, let me answer the question. I think I want IQ to be comfortable with the role of coming off the bench and killing the other squad. I know he got or I'm the fan that would sit Grimes. I love Grimes and all of that, but he's not IQ. So I maybe the organizer, maybe Tim can say, hey, look, Grimes, I love your deep. I mean, but then again, hold on. A point that I heard a lot, which is the fact, IQ is not defending Jimmy Butler. IQ is not defending. I'm sorry, IQ is not defending Jimmy Butler. So you see where I'm stuck at. You need Grimes, bro. But yeah, I just want IQ to be comfortable coming off the bench and being on.
You open my eyes with that. You open my eyes with that. I can see why they would have Grimes next to Jalen Brunson.
It's because they got him next to Brunson because of the
Jimmy Butler
differential. Yeah, like salute to Grimes, bro.
The Bookers.
Grimes is the Gary Payton of the Knicks. You understand what I'm saying? He's basically our pick, but like
I don't know the Gary Payton.
I mean, but I'm saying out of everybody that plays defense, you're only gonna see RJ Barrett or Grimes guarding the opponent.
I think Deuce is more like the glove.
Yeah, but Deuce ain't even like he has to come on. He got to get over RJ and Grimes. Yeah, but Grimes, Deuce is not stopping Jimmy Butler, bro. I'm sorry.
Gary Payton used to score and hit threes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So
I mean, he's coming around this
yeah,
year.
but Mike, you think Deuce is stopping Jimmy Butler, bro?
I mean, Phil, Deuce doesn't have the size or the strength to stop Jimmy Butler. First of all, I think Jimmy Butler's got a couple more pounds and a couple more inches on him. Okay, it was already a handful for Grimes, and Grimes is a little bit bigger than Deuce, just a little bit by a little bit. But what I'm saying is that
how tall is Grimes?
He's like 6'3", 6'2".
How tall is Grimes?
Grimes is probably maybe 6'3", 6'4".
6'3". He's 6'4". Grimes is 6'4".
Jimmy Butler's almost like the size of RJ, almost
6'6", 6'7". Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so that's number one. That's a given. But what I'm saying is that Deuce is a whole nother conversation. I mean, I didn't mean to bring him up because don't get me started on Deuce. But Deuce can stick. Yeah. Deuce is more like he'll stick you like a glove, like Gary Payton. I've seen him like he'll stick you.
Yeah.
He's like a safety.
No. He's Mr.
Michael Drake and everybody. This we're all.
Hey, and that's why we got defense Chenzo too.
And to his credit too,
defense Chenzo will be snatching purses.
IQ will stick you like a glove. IQ sticks you like a glove. He plays good defense.
All our players are great.
Plays great defense.
All our players are great defenders. That's why this year is going to be phenomenal. That's why
I think that Deuce gets the bag from the Knicks. He just has to show them that he is worthy. And when he shows them that he's worthy and other teams come after him, the Knicks will be like, okay, you know what? You're not going to take it from him because we're going to pay him. That's what I want to happen.
You just said Deuce. Are we talking about Deuce or IQ?
I meant IQ.
Okay, good. And again, we're having an emotional problem because this is a hard part of the business. It's a business part of the NBA.
Emotional damage.
You definitely have emotional damage. Nonetheless, what we can be happy about all of this, about the contract, the basketball, the restricted free, the one thing that we have this year is, guess what? We still have IQ for the whole year. We still have Grimes for the whole year. We still have RJ for the whole year. So the team that we have, this is the proven year. This is a year of see what you got and who we're going to pay and max out, who's going to ball out. 3 players right now that are really on the bullseye is IQ, as we're talking about now. Does he deliver? Is he that max dude?
He's going to deliver.
We're about to find out. Quentin Grimes. Does Grimes take that next leap that everybody's hoping he takes with consistency? Is he that guy? We're about to find out. Does RJ Barrett take that next leap? We're about to find out. And if not, those three guys would be in a trade conversation later on. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Just a little gasoline.
You remember the article I sent you?
Yep. There goes a grenade. There goes the grenade.
Nah. The article I sent you had Randall in that conversation also.
Listen, me personally, I'm gonna put this to bed. Listen, or this is me, not everybody, and I know nobody believes this. Randall will be in the rafters. He's not going anywhere. He's gonna be
Raptors. Randall, Claude.
Rafters. Randall in the rafters.
He already started with his high school.
Rafters. Randall in the garden up there. So I'm telling you, forget about RJ, IQ, and Grimes. Are they the missing piece? If you go back to our last pod, we did talk about this. Are they the missing piece? This is a year.
You guys think that if the Knicks win after 52 years or whatever, if they win, that the whole squad gets put up on the rafters?
Nah, they're gonna have a statue. They're gonna have a statue
squad
in front.
They're gonna have a statue of Randall.
They're gonna have a statue in the front.
Yeah, I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you, bro. I don't think Randall's going to the rafters.
He's already passed Stark's 3-point contest. He's statistically he's already up there. He's close to Melo on a couple.
So did Evan Fournier.
Yeah, but Randall's already surpassed. I'm just saying. It's my opinion. You know, that was for the three. Hey, that was you unloaded that one already.
Hey, French bread is no threat. You heard that, boy? He said he a silverback, bro. You heard?
Yeah, I mean,
hey, Randall, go get yourself the Chic Luch Silverback album. You heard?
Michael Drake. You think Randall's gone? Who? Listen, if you're in the camp of trading Randall, and listen, I'm not perfect on it, none of us. But tell me who. Hold on. Tell me who gets.
Bro, repeat the chat. You were reading something, and I couldn't hear what you were reading.
Michael Drake says that Randall is gone next year. So he and some other people in the Knicks fan base think that Randall is still the chip that we trade to get a Cat, to get a Embiid. I'm not saying everybody's wrong, but I'm just saying that's what they're saying. So if you are in the camp, tell me the trade that you're seeing where Randall is gone. And because the only other people that was making 20, 10, and 5 was Luka, Giannis, and Embiid, I think it was. So there was very few people. And Joe,
can I respectfully rebuttal again?
Hold on. Who's that? Michael Drake?
Michael Drake is saucy right now. I think he's sipping on.
I want to defend my man Drake.
MD needs to go see an MD. Listen, there's no way we getting rid of the silverback.
Hold on,
are you bugging?
2 shots, go ahead, and then Machete, you after him. 2 shots, go ahead.
Well, I guess I'm bugging because I would trade him. Now, y'all talking about the offense 2010, blah blah blah, whatever. You might not replace that. You might get an 18-6 or whatever. But what you can get is better defense. Y'all always preaching defense, this, that, and the third, and Randall is a fucking turnstile. And you can't tell me otherwise. So, again, maybe you might not get 20 and 10, maybe you might get 6, but you might get better defense, and that takes you further. Just saying. Now, who it is, I don't know. I don't have no names to give you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have no names to give you, honestly. I don't know who's available next year or the year after that, but we will have to see.
That's all I'm saying. If I say, yo, I could beat that Lamborghini, I got to have a car to say that I could beat it. I can't just say I'm going to beat this Lamborghini and don't got a car to race it. That's all I'm saying. I respect opinions, but I can't be like, yo, my car's faster than yours. What car you got?
Wait, my bad.
Who says you can't beat a Lamborghini?
I missed it. I had a phone call. What he said? What this boy said?
Sports Fan Pronto was saying that
For 2 shots.
Two shots said that he doesn't know
Who you trading? Who you trading Randall for?
He said he doesn't know, but he believes that it's gonna happen. So I said,
Hold on. See, that's what I mean. And then listen, this is what I mean about fans. How y'all got problems with no solutions, bro? Who the fuck are you trading Randall for? There's nobody, bro. There ain't another silverback in this league. Are y'all
You
crazy?
don't
We
need a
haven't even seen the
silverback.
best
You don't
of
need a
Randall.
silverback.
We haven't, bro. We haven't. Are you bugging? Are you bugging, bro? Listen.
Come on, man.
Nah, listen. Who's really stopping? Listen, his mental game just got to a new elevation. The season hasn't started, bro. Do you know where he's about to elevate to? Like these players he's got 10 years in the league. Doesn't mean he can't get better.
Hey, can I just say something? Can I just have a quick thought?
My bad.
I want to congratulate Randall on his Skechers contract. Everybody go out there and get yourself a pair of Skechers sneakers. I used to wear them. Hey, don't front. They're very comfortable sneakers. They really are. If you've never worn a pair of Skechers,
hey.
Everybody go out there and get yourself a pair of Skechers. Let's go support our dude. Let's go support our man. He's got a nice what show was he on there?
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon show.
Yeah, he's been out there. He's
Let's go support our
man. Been on a few podcasts.
And I know from experience, Skechers are very good. They're very durable, and they're very, very, very comfortable sneakers.
We're gonna put that promotional ad for Randall. Hey, my bad, Michael. Just quoted you. I thought you said you want the Randall gone, but you believe he wants out. To my brother's point, New Knicks, I do believe, as far as you were saying, and working on his efficiency. I think he's a veteran in the game now. He's in his 10th year. I think his next evolution that he has is that mental game, taking that month off and looking at film helped him adapt. I think talking with Podcast P, getting around, seeing how his kids see him, seeing him lose, I think that's a different aspect of his game. Him being more efficient means he's going to be more of a smart player, be aware in the game. If you see the first couple of preseasons, his first couple of games this preseason, he was looking out for players, looking if they're in their spots. He wasn't pushing the ball or trying to make some of those errors. So I think this is going to be a big year for Randall. A lot of people sleeping on him. I think he's going to have a big playoff year, but I think he's going to be efficient and a smart player this year. So it's going to
I hope that
it's fans like Sports Fan Pronto.
I hope he has a good year.
It's fans like 2 shots. Bro, it's like 2 shots. Mike, hold on. It's like 2 shots. He's saying Randall's a turnstile, bro. Like, I don't know if you wear contacts or glasses, but it's time to make an adjustment. You keep on looking at players like people can't change, bro. You keep mentioning shit that he did 3 years ago, bro. Like, come on, Randall hasn't been a turnstile. Are you come on, bro? Like, what are we talking about here? He's a turnstile.
Sitting here, I was thinking about it. What's that kid's name from Portland? He's like 36 or whatever.
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant. Okay. All right. Continue.
All right. No. You bring him up. So that's your Randall replacement. That's your Randall replacement. Let's compare numbers. You mentioned a player that I didn't even hear about. Like, I don't even know.
Let's keep it on quick, but I respect that opinion. That he gave us a player. We asked for a player who could do it. I respect that opinion. That's
all right. So bring up numbers. Bring up now. We're not gonna just
quick.
Leave this somewhere else.
We're on 2 hours. We'll keep it on quick. We'll revisit this on a Randall topic. We already had 2 hours. We'll be here.
All right. Hey, one thing. Hey. All right, real quick, if we're gonna wrap it up, the Knicks signed 2 other players, didn't we?
People that are
we signed
Charlie Brown, the players that are probably gonna be on the 2-way contract, and I have no disrespect to them, saying that not worth the mentioning right now, but there's someone that are playing for the NBA career, so salute to them. But they're on 2-way contracts, so they're still fighting for their lives. They're filling out roster spots here, which gives them a chance to sit on the bench with us and also work at the G League and get some bird time.
Aren't they Cavs players?
They were.
Yeah, Dylan Windler. I think it was a Cavs player.
Yeah, they both. So if we're already in talks with the Cavs with receiving 2 of their players.
No, they waived them. We ain't talking.
Tampering.
They waived them. We saw that they were pretty good, and we just picked them up to rock the Phillies. Basically,
we're not trying to get fined. No tampering fines.
No, I ain't say that. I ain't say nothing.
Appreciate you, Michael Drake. Yeah, we literally appreciate all your feedback. Everybody in the chat, Coach.
Yeah, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat.
Please like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, share.
Like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification.
Final thoughts on Immanuel quickly. How do you think he's going to do this year? Do you think we keep him? And what's a dollar amount you guys think? Quick round of fire.
Well, I'm gonna set it off and say I know he's tapped into the channel. I appreciate, him taking a look at our opinion and our views. And I just want to say we love IQ over here on this side. Hope he get the bag. I know he's tapped in because I think we one of the only shows. We're not a podcast, we're a show. So I think our show is the only we have faith in God. So I think we're on the same path. You know what I mean? So I think if he believes in God and keeps his faith and just stay here and be our killer. Kill from the bench for the next 7, 8, 10 years. We're gonna win. We're gonna win a dynasty if you stay. We'll win a dynasty if you stay.
I like that. 2 shots. What do
so think about it.
2 shots. What you got for that? Your opinion?
I think unfortunately his time is coming to an end here. Whether it be a signing trade or a flat out trade, I don't know how it's gonna go down, but I think his time is up. Unfortunately, I would have wanted him to stay. I love him as a player, as a person. He looks like a good kid. He doesn't get in trouble. We haven't heard anything in the news or anything like that. He will always be a Knick. Once a Knick, always a Knick. But yeah, I think his time is up, unfortunately. Whether it's, like I said, sign and trade outright, I think he's done.
Okay. Machete, what are your thoughts on IQ overall?
He's a man of God. He's a brother of God. I think he will get what he wants. I just want him to stay healthy throughout the whole entire year. I would like for him to play all the games that he can, stay healthy, and prove everybody wrong. Prove everybody that he's gonna get what he wants.
Yeah, Mike, are you crying?
No, I got something in my throat.
Oh, boy, I was like, boy, emotional damage.
No, my throat is just acting up. No, I want him to be healthy and just stay healthy and he'll get what he.
Let him finish.
I want him to stay healthy and I want him to get what he wants. He'll get what he wants. He'll get it. He'll play well. I want him to just stay healthy, so that he can play hard and get what he wants. In the end, we'll get what he wants because he is a brother of God. And I believe in him.
Thanks. Good points. I appreciate that. I believe it, and all of us here as well. We're men of the Most High. We believe in the Father. Put your faith first. I do believe the Father closes doors and he opens doors. And I think Quick he's doing his due diligence, which I think whether people are on either side, I think if we were on that same side, you would want to see what opportunities you have. Why not see what you can do? Why not see what you can get and see what's out there for you? Doesn't mean you don't like where you're at. It doesn't mean you're not going to be great where you're at. Doesn't mean you're not going to be. You already know your place here. You already know what position. You know what the team wants from you. You know you're excelling in that role. Why not see what other opportunities are there for you at this time? I don't think it's bad on either side. I think the organization did a good job of giving him a fair offer, and I think he sees that as a respectable offer. but why not see what you can get if there's an opportunity for you to get? We all have families to feed. We all have futures. So I think for him in that aspect, testing the waters is not a bad thing. I think, as you said, Machete, it's going to make him sharper this year. It's going to make him push. It's going to challenge him to be better, to be stronger, and see what he can be capable of and more consistent. I think a team will offer. I think there's 2 to 3 teams out there. Some that we have put in the post, possibly Cleveland, for Spurs for sure. They got rid of DeJounte Murray. So I think they could use a point guard. They're maxing out their young players there. I think they would do good in San Antonio. I think 125 would be the limit, but I think even at 125, we would keep them on there, and that'll be right around the RJ range. And I think the front office is going to gauge on RJ and IQ what their market is or who wants them at that point. So if he gets someone at 120, who's going to go or who's going to stay at that point. But I think ultimately we keep IQ. I think we pay him the bread if he's willing. And the big thing is if he's willing to come off the bench. That's the only Achilles heel here. Does he want to continue in that role, or does he want to even maybe take less or ask for a trade later to be in a leading role? I think that is the biggest step for him. What does Q want? Does he want to be a starter, or is he okay off the role? And I think he's outgrown the role. That's where I think the problem is, in my opinion. I think we want to keep him, but ultimately I think he's going to request a trade himself. Not that we want to keep him. I think he's going to get the bag, and at some point he's going to request a trade to go to a team to start. In my opinion, we love you here.
Hey, we want to. Yeah, we want to see him do good. We want to see him get the bag, and we want to see him run his own team. Yeah, I mean, if that's what he wishes. Yeah, I mean, we all wish the best for every Knick. And like Two Shot said, once a Knick, always a Knick, especially quick.
Yep. And in the words of Thibodeau, quick. Quick. So quick, if you're watching this, we believe in you. We hope you have a phenomenal year. Let's go Knicks. We believe everybody's gonna kick it this year. We going for a 50 burger. We believe in y'all. ECF all the way. What goal is this year? Second round or lay down. So we talking about second round or lay down. All right, we believe in y'all. Any final words, guys, before we close it out for you guys?
Salute to the chat. Salute to Replay Gang. Listen to us on Spotify if we can, YouTube, the whole 9, Apple TV. I don't know, wherever you can listen to us, listen to us.
Salute. We appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, put a thumbs up, thumbs down, any of that to spread it out there. Salute to you, Mike. Salute to you, Alphonse. Salute to you, Coach. Junius Johnson, my guy. Long time no here. I appreciate you checking in on the chat. Everybody who's here, if you're replaying, love the comments for you guys to put them out there. We appreciate you guys. Have a phenomenal day. And
Mike,
tomorrow.
Mike, you got anything to say?
You got something? What you got, Machete? Anything else? Final thoughts?
Yeah, we got a game tomorrow. Let's go. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow. We might even do a pop-up and do a show tomorrow. If we
with it.
Tomorrow, game 1, the first game of the season. The Organic Fanatic. Do we do a pop-up? Do we do a show? You better have your alerts ready. Hell, so you know if we're going to be doing a show, we might get ready tomorrow. Game 1.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and pulling up and, sharing your time with us. We be going off. I want to salute everybody on the panel. 2 Shots, Machete Miggs, D-Dub, Mike the Specialist in the background. And IQ. We wish you the best.
Angelo. Salute to Angelo. You guys don't know.
Angelo, Mike the Specialist.
Who sacrifices his time, his effort. We appreciate
Facts.
Never forgotten. If you got the people that you got to salute everybody. That flowers early. My guy is.
Yeah, he's the Oz. In the background. You don't see him.
Give it to Mikey. He'll eat it.
He likes it.
He likes it.
Give it to Mikey. He likes makes it.
Immanuel, take us out of here. You heard? You're.
Films is Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The New Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, all borough.